In this movie we will focus on accumulating and counting. Oftentimes you will want to write a program that will require you to accumulate over a period of time. Local variables do not allow this to happen. Since every time you click a procedure, the variables that are local to that specific procedure are reset to 0. So therefore we need another type of variable called a module level variable to handle the accumulation for us. Let's run the sample program that I have currently, and I'll enter some data. As you can see, it correctly calculates and gives me a sales tax which is based on 5% that is embedded in the program, a grand total, and then an accumulated total. Now if I enter another set of data and calculate, again it calculates that transaction properly, and my accumulated total has increased just as it should. One more time. As you can see, each time I'm getting a new set of data associated with the transaction, but at the same time my accumulated total is correctly accumulating. Let's see how this is taking place in the code that I have. The key to this whole process is the dimensioning of the module level variable in the code. The key to creating a module level variable is the location of the variable declaration statement. That is, this statement, this dim statement, cannot be located within the calculate button procedure itself. It must be declared outside the procedure and in the public class declaration section to create a module level variable. If this were to be declared within the calculate button procedure itself, it would then become by definition a local variable and therefore unable to accumulate. Let's make that change so you can see an example of this. So I'm simply copying or cutting and pasting this variable declaration statement right here so that it is now within the calculate button procedure. This makes this accumulated total decimal variable a local variable, and you'll receive the result. I'm not making any other changes, and we'll look at the actual calculations later. But let's take a look at just the relocation of that dim statement. So now if I enter some data and calculate, the first transaction looks fine, but then when I enter another set of data and calculate, you can see that the accumulated total is not the accumulated total at all. It is simply the grand total of this current transaction. Once again, if I create this transaction 2 times 20, again the accumulated total is losing its value. That is, it is a local variable just like the grand total, sales tax, and subtotal variables are. So the key to accumulating is the location of the declaration statement. So again, I'm going to put this back where it belongs, and our program will work just fine.